Did you know that you can dial back your last caller by just clicking the dial button? Or that when you swipe on the address bar using Chrome, you can flick between your Chrome tabs? Welcome to the complete collection of smartphone hacks that I use. Intended for Android but can also be used on an iPhone. One of the first things that people ask me when they come over is, what is your Wi-Fi password? Now this can get a bit annoying. So as a solution, you can go to a website called qrstuff.com and enter your Wi-Fi details. This will turn it into a QR code that your guests can scan and automatically connect to your Wi-Fi network. ScreenPinning allows you to give your phone to your friend and be rest assured that they won't go snooping around. When you pin an application, the person can only use that app and won't be able to exit to anything else until you unlock your phone again. Adding your contact details onto your lock screen is pretty self-explanatory but also quite often overlooked. It essentially means that if you ever lost your phone, you can rely on the goodwill of humanity to get it back to you. 90% of the time. And speaking of contact details, most people when they're using their phone types in their email address several times a day. So it really makes sense to set a keyboard shortcut. When I set up a new phone, one of the first things that I do is make it so that typing the word email results in my full email address appearing. Something that I have been using as a lamp quite a few times is the flashlight on my smartphone. But the problem with it is that it is a focused beam of light. So it's not great lighting up your room. If you place a bottle or a glass filled with water on top of it, it disperses the light. Try to use some kind of blue light filter. If you are not keen on shelling for a specialized UV protector that filters out blue light, then at least try and use the eye comfort mode built into most Android devices. This will decrease the brightness of your screen as well as the amount of the blue light being emitted, and if you're using your phone late in the evening, this will help your body to better get ready for sleep. When you're taking a landscape photo, try tapping on the brightest area before snapping. The reason for this is that generally speaking, smartphones are more prone to overexposing images than underexposing them. When something is overexposed, details in the brightest areas is lost permanently. If you tap the brightest areas before you take the photo, your phone will do its maximum best to make sure that the bright parts of the image are kept under control, and while the rest of the image will be a bit darker as a result, the details are still there and are all recoverable using a little bit of editing. Anyone with a fingerprint scanner should add their fingerprint at least 3 times. Not for 3 different fingers, but in fact 3 different angles of the same finger. The reason is that most scanners have a failure rate of 3 to 5%. But if you add 3 versions of the same finger, then the chances that at least one of them doesn't match up with the finger you placed on your screen is closer to 1%. If you head over to the settings of your YouTube mobile app, there is a dark mode, which not just looks cool but also saves battery while being less strenuous on your eyes. You can use SentAnywhere to send pretty much anything, pretty much anywhere. You can send photos and videos to your PC or send contacts to a new phone you are setting up. And there's pretty much no file size limit, which means that you can send every single song you have ever downloaded or every single photo or video you have ever taken. By adding an asterisk on either end, you can send BoldText on WhatsApp to stress a point without screaming at the other person in caps lock. Use an app called TinyScanner to send yourself a copy of your passport to your own email address with some sort of a memorable header. The image will look like it has been scanned in a printer, and just having your passport wherever you go is a very useful thing because you can prove your age, or if you want to fill a form on the go. Just make sure that your email has 2-step verification on. Surprisingly, the fastest way to share a URL is not by clicking on the 3 dots and then hitting copy, but by tapping on the address bar and click copy. You probably already know about mobile data hotspots that allow you to share your data connection with devices that may not have one. But by using an application called NetShare, you can also share a Wi-Fi connection. And there's actually a fair few reasons that you might actually want to do this. For example, by doing this, you can increase the signal strength of your Wi-Fi. Or for example, you are going to your friend's house and he or she has signed you into the Wi-Fi network on your smartphone, but you also want data on your laptop. You can instantly start a timer by searching on Google, start a timer, and then mentioning how long you want it for. Keep your phone on airplane mode overnight for a few reasons. It will save power, it will prevent notifications, reducing the quality of your sleep, and also keep cell phone radiation to a minimum. And yeah, there is a hidden option to save your web pages as PDF files, which means that you would be able to read them offline, edit them, and send them to anyone else. All you have to do is find a page you want to download and then click print, and then save as PDF is one of the options there. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.